Welcome back to Hungry for History. It's found in 2021 on the Western Gregorian calendar, but on the Chinese lunar calendar, we are still in 2020. On the lunar calendar, the first day of the 12th month is on January 13. The Chinese New Year is on February 12, and the 8th day of the last lunar month is called the Laba. It is a traditional festival that indicates the start of celebrations for the Chinese New Year. Today I'm going to talk about the history of Laba Festival as well as the traditional food eaten for the festival. Let's get it started! La in Chinese means the 12th lunar month, and the Ba means 8. On the day of Laba, people will eat a traditional food called Laba粥, which is a porridge made from a combination of glutinous rice and many different kinds of grains, beans, dry fruits, and nuts. There are multiple theories about the origin of this festival. According to one popular theory, La is the name of an important sacrificial event that dates back to the hunting and gathering period in Chinese history. It took place every year after the winter solstice. Hunted game was offered as sacrifice to family ancestors and deities. So the La ceremony was first instituted by the state of Qin in 326 BCE. In the Han Dynasty, the La festival would last for days. A few days before the La ceremony, people would start preparing offerings of rice, geese, hogs, and sheep. 2 days prior to the La, people would clean their house and cleanse themselves by bathing. On the day of La, sacrifices would be made to the ancestors and the gods for Thanksgiving and asking for blessings for another year of good harvest. After the ceremony, people would make porridge from newly harvested crops and share to relatives and villagers. When Buddhism spread from India to China around the 2nd century, the La festival was somehow merged with the celebration of the Sakumi Buddha's Enlightenment Day. Chinese Buddhists believe that it was on the 8th day of the 12th lunar month that the Buddha gained enlightenment sitting under the Bodhi tree. The enlightenment story goes that after years of practicing asceticism, Sakumi realized hardship did not help him reach enlightenment. When he was at the verge of dying of starvation, a young maiden gave him a bowl of rice porridge that helped him regain physical strength, and he was able to continue his meditation and eventually become enlightened on the 8th day of the 12th month of the lunar calendar. Therefore, to commemorate this event, monasteries and temples in China would make porridge with rice as offerings to the Buddha on this day. By the Song Dynasty, celebration of Laba became widespread and popular. Not only monasteries and temples would celebrate in preparing and offering the Laba porridge, central and local governments as well as the populace also joined the celebration. During the Qing Dynasty, one of the royal palaces in Beijing called Yonghegong, which means Palace of Harmony and Peace in English, was dedicated to the celebration of Laba. Laba porridge was prepared there, and the Buddhist monks were invited to pray for blessings over the royal family and the dynasty. After the ceremony, the porridge was distributed from the royal family to the court officials. The tradition of giving away Laba porridge outlasted the Qing dynasty. Nowadays, on the day of the Laba festival, many Chinese people from all over the country will wait for hours in a long line in front of the palace just for a bowl of hot Laba porridge. Many of them believe that eating Laba porridge that is dedicated to the Buddha would bring good luck to them in a new year. My family back in China also observe this tradition. Every year on the day of Laba, my mom would make a pot of porridge with whatever ingredients she has on hand. Recently, I found a Laba porridge recipe in a book called 燕京岁时记. In English, it means Calendar of Beijing Seasonal Activities. It is written by Fu Cha-dun in 1900. The recipe says, in preparation for Laba porridge, one would use glutinous millet, white rice, glutinous rice, millet, water chestnuts, chestnuts, red beans, and Chinese dates with their skin removed. They are all boiled together in water to make a porridge. To decorate the porridge, peach seeds are used to give it a red color. Almonds, sunflower seeds, peanuts, hazelnuts, and pine nuts, as well as white and brown sugar, and some raisins are added. The recipe calls for 8 ingredients to make the porridge, and another 8 ingredients as dressings put on the porridge when served. But I changed 2 of the ingredients. One is glutinous millet. I tried to order it from China, but it won't arrive here in time for the video, so I replaced it with lima beans, which are a common ingredient in porridge and soup in China. As a matter of fact, peach seeds are considered poisonous since they contain a high dose of cyanide. So I decided not to use peach seeds in my recreation of this recipe. To make the porridge, you need regular white rice, glutinous rice, millet, water chestnuts, red beans, lima beans, and Chinese dates. As for the dressings, you need almonds, sunflower seeds, peanuts, hazelnuts, and pine nuts, white or brown sugar or any kind of granulated sweetener you prefer, and some raisins. Step 1. In a big bowl, add in rice, glutinous rice, millet, and beans. Rinse them off and soak them in water overnight. Step 2. Roast chestnuts. If you can find pre-roasted chestnut, you can skip this step. Fresh chestnuts are available from late September until January. When you buy chestnuts, always look for the largest ones that are heavy and don't have holes on the skin. So lay the chestnuts on their flat side. Use a sharp knife, cut across through the outer skin on each chestnut. This step can prevent chestnuts from exploding in the oven. Place the chestnuts on the tray with the cut side facing up. Put the tray in the oven and roast them for 30 minutes until the skins open. Let them cool enough but warm enough to peel the skin off. Step 3. Remove the skins of Chinese dates. Soak the dates in water overnight. It's better to use a plate to help the dates immersed in the water. Next day, boil the dates for around 15 minutes. Leave the dates in the hot water while you peel off the skin. After you finish peeling the skins, use a small knife to scrape off date meat. Step 4. Cook the rice and the beans. The lima beans shaded their skins and split in half from soaking. Don't worry, soaking makes it easier to remove the skins. In a big pot, add 6 cups cold water, then add in the soaked rice and beans. Cook over medium-high heat until bringing to a simmer. Turn to medium-low heat, add in the chestnuts, simmer the porridge for about 30 minutes until the texture becomes thick and sticky. Then add in water, chestnuts, and dates. Cook another 10 minutes, turn off the heat. The porridge is done now. Step 5. If your nuts are raw, toast them in a preheated oven at 325 Fahrenheit for 5 to 10 minutes. Bigger nuts like almonds, hazelnuts, and peanuts need about 10 minutes. Smaller nuts like pine nuts and sunflower nuts need about 5 minutes. Let the nuts cool enough and then chop them into smaller pieces. Step 6. The porridge tastes best when it's still hot. Sprinkle some raisins, nuts, and a spoon of sugar or any sweetener you prefer. It's time to taste the Laba porridge. It has been a while since I have had homemade Laba porridge. Chinese New Year is coming, which makes me even more miss families back in China. And this is the time of the year my mom would make Laba porridge and share with the other family members. I'm grateful that this year I have this opportunity to make this porridge for you and for my husband. So let's give it a try. Actually, it's still very hot. Honey, do you want to try it out with me?
Sounds great.
Let's blend everything together. Smells so good.
What do you think?
This has a melody of textures. It is sweet and nutty at the same time. I'm amazed by how well the nuts and the fruits are blended together. I think it's pretty good. Do you want to give it a try?
Yes. I can tell what you mean about the nutty and fruity aroma. It smells really good.
What do you think?
Yeah, it definitely has a variety of textures, and that's a good thing in this instance.
Do you prefer sweet porridge or savory?
I enjoy both, and in this case, I think I would only like it to be sweet. Having the water, the crunchy of the water chestnuts, along with the natural sweetness of the dates, honestly is delightful. So,
have you had the water chestnuts before?
I have. My mom has used them in a variety of dishes growing up, and I enjoy it. I haven't had it in a sweet dish like this though.
Oh really? So you used to have it in a savory one?
Typically, yes.
Nice.
So this is a first.
And actually in China we eat chestnuts mostly raw, and then we eat as a fruit.
Makes sense to me. They're pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you for watching today's video. That's all I have for you today.
If you like today's content, please leave a like, share, or subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm.
He's the tech guy. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye.